look, you get the brunt of this because you're getting the brunt of this from all sides.
Well,
right?
I don't. Yeah, I know. I don't. Let me be clear
yeah.
too, and I think you know this. I don't really take it personally. Like,
no, I know you do. Look, I'm not.
What?
Look, I can tell you right now that I'm not upset, but Nino is upset with you.
But I know that.
No, I just want to make sure you know, because come here.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I know you don't care. I'm just fucking with you.
Okay. Thank God. Okay.
It was a
Thank
good
God.
bit,
I was
though.
gonna say no. It was. I mean, listen. When people show up to your house 3 a.m. drunk and say, "Tell me fuck you" to my face, and I go and get my shotgun. You know.
Yeah.
It's not really.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I thought I told you this.
I've listen. I've heard so many stories from different people.
Oh, it's fucking crazy. Yeah. I mean, nothing compares to. Oh, so back when I was in this department called the DPD, I ran something called the Cum Unit that was way too successful and never lost an operation. And there was an individual called Dandy Mullet that I pretty much told him to do something or get the fuck out and stop crying like a whiny little pussy. And I ended up getting somebody showing up to my house, and they were drunk, and they said, "Say fuck you" to my face. And I'm just like, hey, you know.
Look, let me. I'll tell you something. You know, way back when I used to live in Silver Lake, and Francis J. Francis was the chief of police. Abdul was the assistant chief. Ming used to move coke for me, and Lang Buddha was my second in command. Way back then, me, Lang, Scotty Spooner, we wanted to take over another organization where we originally came from. And the moment we talked about it, an individual said he was gonna, drive from New York down to Boston, find me, and beat my face into a pulp. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. So trust me, it's been nothing changes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't give a fuck. I mean, I think the other thing is like,
it's actually really funny because the guy, I don't think the guy did it because he's a little too big. You know what I mean? He'd have to like move to his fucking car and actually drive on down, and then probably two punches in, he'd probably fall over out of height.
You just have to to avoid him. You just have to walk at a fast pace.
You have to do like a scuff, like Muhammad Ali. You know what I mean? You don't even have to fly like a butterfly. You just need to take 2 steps back.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, listen, I don't really fuck. The honest to God truth is everything that's been happening, I've been thoroughly enjoying. Angel just texted me. She wants me to drive a tank. Should I respond? Are we taking down the BCSO?
Jesus Christ. Here's so this is, I think it's important to kind of like draw a line between the PD and myself, right? Because I think and tell me if I'm wrong here, you have to remember that my job is to represent the people of Los Santos, and that means the police department and the people in it. That means civilians and felons, right? My only interest is to make sure that we can quell violence, and sometimes that does mean I need to provide perspective from the various angles, right? And that does mean that I'm gonna get fucked in the ass too, right? Whether it's like Blaine County talking about like, the this and that, but that also includes the conversations I'm having with folks down in the South who expected that I would snap my fingers, right? And just with the conversation we had, and you'd snap your fingers, and then automatically everything just kind of falls into place. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the other reality too is
so when I'm explaining these things to you, this is not me coming at you, right? Is that I need to give you the perspective that I'm having.
Are you explaining this so everybody knows? Because I know all of this.
No, I'm saying it because you set up there, right? And maybe I took that statement a little bit too much. I forgot what you said. You said something about like,
weighing all the situations.
No. You said, what is it that you said? You said, what do you call it? Like, why am I mad at you, or something to that effect? Like,
I don't.
I forgot what you said.
Well, I don't know.
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
I understand, and from my perspective, it's like the reality is you are like you're the mayor of Los Santos. It's not you're not the mayor of PD. Majority of your vote comes from the civilians in the city, and that's ultimately I get that. While you are like we do report to you, I understand 100% all that. So if there's issues, the civilians.
So it's why are you taking it out on me?
Oh yeah. Well, I don't.
So that's why I'm clarifying. It's because you're the ass chief, right?
Yeah. Oh, I get that.
And now I am actually up your ass.
That's I know. Listen, it's what is there's okay, so Murphy's Law, there's another definition to Murphy's Law that doesn't get talked about. So there's the side that everything that can go wrong will go wrong, but there's also another definition. I can't remember, but it's basically along the lines of like if you believe something long enough that's bad, it's bound to happen to you. I can't remember the exact definition. Yeah. And I think that the marshals are up my ass. The mayor is breathing down my neck. Oh, okay. So I need to change that. All right. So that's happening, and Cassidy's going to get impeached.
Yeah.
Don't start saying that.
I think after the Daisy conversation, we shouldn't even worry about BCSO.
Mm-hmm.
And like document what is happening. But I do think that you need a support structure, brother. And maybe I'm wrong about that, but do you know what I mean by that? When I say support structure,
I need people beneath me that I have faith in that could carry out the fucking the task instead of fucking trying to take everything upon myself.
That exactly. Like you know, because it's something, and maybe I'm wrong here, but you know, even during that conversation, that's what I kind of saw. It seems to me, from my POV, you're taking on a lot. Like even I don't like the business application shit. I've got people taking care of that right now, not because I can't do it myself. It's because I know that if I don't have people there solving that, and I say go do this, then I'm gonna blow up. Right? It's too much for one person to take on.
I agree 100%. We need, I don't know, fucking command and shift 2 is a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, it's all gonna, it's, I want to remind you, like, way back when I put you guys, but Moss specifically in a place, I said that I do not care if certain crimes go untended to, because you're not gonna be able to solve the world's problems, and sometimes it's, you're gonna need that time to invest in your people, right? And, it's a
question is now for me, I need to figure out what I could delegate, what issues we could delegate towards people that I'm having an issue with. It's honestly here's the other thing.
You have Vivian and you have
Maxwell. for this shit.
Maxwell.
And
Yeah.
King. King is
And
on
King.
duty.
Yeah. Like, I
Moving
mean,
into
what's
shift
stopping
2.
you from telling, like, Maxwell, I want you to figure out what's going on with this gang shit? Like, I'm just using that as an example, right? So that you can look at the macro of it all. She bleeds into from shift 1 to shift 2. And it doesn't mean that she has to make the ultimate decision here. But
Right.
is she someone that could take that challenge of, like, saying, what's going on with this? Right? My big thing here is that the long-term solution here is ultimately going to require understanding where their pain points are down in the South. Because if those pain points can be resolved, some may be reasonable, that can de-escalate some things. My worry is that, I'll put it in the words of someone I spoke to. They have so much money down in the Southside selling drugs that they're probably just going to kill until they're out. And, but that's not like a good solution unless we don't want to value, you got to understand what I'm saying. But.
Yeah, I think I understand.
But anyways.
I think Maxwell is good. King is good. I think Viv is good with some stuff. I think Viv has an overall issue with me. I mean, that the whole thing where she came in screaming. I don't know. I feel like we need to have her there. I just have to. Yeah, I got delegate.
Somebody. Yeah.
Actually, let me fucking do that right now.
Well, Viv isn't going to be around in shift 2, is she? Yeah, give me one person. Give me one person.
So Decker's around in shift 2. He's our only.
But then he's not around shift 1.
Yeah, he's not around. It's got to be Maxwell that does the whole. It's got to be Maxwell that does the whole fucking finding out. Hey, are you talking to me? Am I going off duty? Okay. Well. Oh, okay. Yeah, can you do me a favor? Okay, I need you to like really look into this fucking gang shit and find out what the fuck is going on.
Have a call me. We should wait for Daisy because Daisy's meeting with them, right?
Yeah, everything. So why they're ganging up, who's causing the issue, if there are issues, who's causing the issues.
Beautiful.
Ultimately, it's like, look, I don't want to fucking just go down there.
Yes,
and fucking,
thank you.
Holy
just do this shit.
Whole fucking...
Good.
Can you give Nino a call when you get a chance to? I think he has some information on it.
All right.
Okay. All right. Yep.
Boom.
What's that?
Look at that.
Oh, that's good. Okay, perfect. Yeah, Vic Hannah's gonna be. I got to do the announcement for antagonizing the gangs. The thing with the gang shit is it's literally, like, from what I understand, it seems like it's all stemming from.
I will tell you again, I have spoken to them. It boils down to this. Let me know when you're ready. And if you got to write this down, please do.
Hold on. Real quick, what's up, Dan? Okay. Yeah, I am kind of stressed. Right, I understand there's no helping them, but you understand who my boss is, right? Moss, and then who's Moss's boss? The mayor. And the mayor's got to keep everybody happy, and we got these hard-ass motherfuckers going and bitching to the mayor about shit and fucking spinning issues where they're saying that we rolled into the Southside.
Dan's gonna start talking to me.
Oh God, you don't even know Dan.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Oh, Dan. Okay.
Now you got me. I'm gonna have to deal with Dan Peters.
Okay. I got the marshals. Up my ass right now. The mayor's breathing down my neck. We got officers dying at the streets, the hands of the BCSO. And now I got the Southside shooting me. Well, I am getting tank training today, so. Okay, I have no idea. Okay, yeah. We'll figure it out. Go on duty. I'll talk to you later. Love you, bye. Okay.
Man, you really do like to star in the worst cases, right?
I didn't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Anyways, you ready for this? You gonna write it down?
Yep. Okay, I'm writing it down.
Yeah. All right. So 1, Saints. They want to just shoot. All right. Now 2, mana. They do not care if there's drug busts. They care if A, solo cops go rolling in for their drug calls. 2, activity on Twata. Like baiting on Twata. Number 3, cops coming in by themselves and baiting them on their block. They do not mind cops coming in and targeting them specifically. This is also the same concerns that the Ballas and the Vagos here. The biggest thing that they have collectively said is, and I'm going to paint this very particular scenario, is, and I've witnessed this firsthand in the back of TRT's, so I was rolling with Den. I know exactly what they're talking about, is they cannot comprehend how TRT is going to one block and then the other 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 block, moving like a gang. Is that last bit understood?
Yeah.
Or do I need to describe even what I witnessed in my own eyes?
What did you witness? Because from and maybe I have a different perception.
Let me add the second bit there, which I forgot.
Yeah.
Which is, by the time they're now out of jail from an incident, they're already back. Now, from the outside, let me put it this way, is there's patrolling and then there's hunting. And this is Los Santos County. I'm gonna try to knock on walls a little bit. It's one thing that there's drug activity coming somewhere and you go in for a bust. It's another thing when you fucking do something where the other party is literally not able to functionally do anything.
So this is a very interesting thing, right? I think
you understood my point though, right?
I do.
Okay.
I do. And there's a counterpoint to this, right? Where it's like, listen, I understand that people are saying like we need, and this is, I'm gonna knock on the doors too now. We need an investigation to do this sort of stuff.
Yes.
And all of this stuff. But here's so the counterpoint is, specifically even with the manor, what they will do is put down, have you been seeing those trailers around town?
Okay. Yeah, I heard about them. I was in the meeting.
Okay, so those trailers go down, and any sort of investigative work that we can do then gets visually blocked off And I mean, I don't know how to say this, but it's pretty much like we get a call, we need to investigate it. Everything is done to counter every step of any investigation we could do on those people. It's like,
Even
nope.
let's pause on that. I agree with you, but I want to make it clear is that when I describe going block to block to block, we're talking they're running code 2s block to block to block, and there's no drug calls actually happening.
I don't know. I mean, I've listened to the whole TRT thing.
I was in their vehicle
and there was
watching it happen. And then I am getting confirmation from them that they're coming through before there is any. I'll give you some. So understand that just as I can't take what people in the South are saying, I also cannot trust Den either with what he says. When he stated to me, before I spoke to you guys about it, because I gave him that courtesy, is that Ventura's tweets were just banter. So, yeah, people are going to have, at the end of the day, whether it's like a gang or whether it's people in particular in PD, it's all self-preservation, right? SK is going to say things that benefit him from his POV. Den's going to say things that benefit TRT and his friends. Like, you know, everyone is literally just going to give their best impression of why they're in the right. So I got to dissect it all myself and be like, okay, where's the fucking truth here?
Okay, I need to make sure. I think the way I counter this is TRT needs to focus on active calls. I got to give like some sort of, I mean, again, knocking on the door, but I think we need to set up a precedent with TRT to not respond to calls that are older than 5 minutes if they're fucking going down there, because
I mean, think about it pragmatically, right? Is let's say there's a bunch of drugs being sold like in Little Seoul, right? Wouldn't you set up an operation and then go directly to Little Seoul and not be like, oh damn, there's no one here, let's go check the spin 4 other blocks? Like, one sounds like policing, the other one sounds like you're looking a queue. Am I wrong?
No, you're 100% right.
And that's the heart of their complaint. And I understand why they like it and why people are fucking attaching to this shit, because you're getting to fucking farm criminals all day. But at the it's just I don't know. I genuinely don't even know how that's defendable in court if they don't run. Like, you know what I mean? You're on the block, someone push some shit like 20 minutes ago. Now you got fucking 6 cops rolling through. And it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah, that makes 100. I mean, the honest to God truth is it makes 100% sense. I mean, you shouldn't have like on the gang side of things. Ultimately, rolling in a squad looks like a hunting party, which we see on the south side.
Yeah. The other question also comes into play, like, is it a sale? Is it a high activity of it where you're bringing in like 6 cops? Like there's a bit of a, man, I'm going to use the word, but I don't mean it the way that it's going to sound. It seems like a bit of an imbalance taking place. Like, what does TRT stand for?
Tactical Response Team.
Yeah, it's so even by the name, like, what are you tactically responding to? Like, do you know the difference between, are they going in knowing the difference between like this one dude like slinging some shit versus like an actual like what fucking Hydra used to do on Forum Drive? One understandably makes sense that you're bringing an attack team. The other one's like you got one fucking guy pushes like 2 pieces of dope and you got an entire 6-man squad coming through. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes 100% sense. I do see like the whole issue with I personally haven't seen it, and when I worked in With Den, it's like we go, we document shit, we get pictures. After we get like either pictures with a combination of pictures and calls, then we respond. I don't know. Maybe
I don't know.
shit's changed, but that's not something I've seen in the past. But I will make everybody
the
in
truth,
TRT aware. And
yeah, the truth could be like 70-30 either way, right? But let's not pretend that cops and crims don't get bored and start doing dumb shit. And it's usually those dumb shit incidents that make shit pop off. It could have literally been one day this happened. And it could have also literally been one day that caused the gangs to be like, oh, there's my excuse to start banning the cops from the Southside.
yeah, I think
There is no right or wrong. There's just perspective.
The way I have TRT combat whatever's going on is like I need to go through and make sure that there's a record of everything and they're actually doing the investigative side of things. Dispatch call, handoff, fucking statements, everything involved. If they want to do kind of like this tactical response team, and to combat rolling code 2 over, going code 2 to code 2, whatever, rolling around the south side as a hunting party. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Documentation is going to be everything.
No, exactly.
For them, I think.
Like you would think tactical response team would require what are they tactically responding to, right?
Not getting shot in the south side?
No. Okay. Wait, was that
I get what you're saying too. No, that was me being kind of like sarcastic.
Like I could understand we are tactically responding to multiple drug calls in Grove Street, right? Boom, easy. What I don't understand is, yo, we tactically waited for a singular drug sale. We tactically rolled in on, and you don't know the difference of whether it's some like Joe Blow selling a thing of dope or like there's actually like a handful of people down there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
If you don't know the why going in, then you're not. Where's the tactic in the tactical?
I get that. I mean, like you said, like I gotta look at it from the other angle too. And from what I've witnessed, people get lazy and they want to stand on a roof and sell dope while while the locals run up to the roof. And there's literally,
we're never gonna.
Right. I mean, but there's a level of finesse that is ultimately missing in these situations. I don't know. It's like you don't want to be treated like dog shit. Stop doing dog shit things. But I mean, listen. I will combat all of this shit. It just seems like it's crazy that I will do what I can to combat kind of like the dog shittiness on the side of the PD with that. I'll have a meeting with TRT to get all of that. Make sure everything is fucking documented.
You're never gonna be able to, this is the difference, right? Keep this in mind, Peters, is that at the end of the day, being in the police department is inherently a privilege, just like it is a privilege for me being the mayor. If people are gonna do dumb fucking dog shit stuff, that's not exactly in a purview to counter.
You were 100%. Yeah, you can't argue.
I mean, like, what are you gonna do? People find like a way to go like under the fucking sewers and stop bringing people down. Like, what are you gonna do? Like.
Sewer response team,
team? Fucking sewer response team, whatever.
God, that would be that would actually be a super tactical fucking. Oh no.
And there's the other notion too, right? Is like, how are you even seeing the handoff? Like, imagine you get a big bust and you don't even have a photo of the handoff. And it's just ping and, yo, we saw some guy. We arrested him. He had dope. Right?
I think they need to do a tactical. They need to go through the sewers to do a tactical response. How sick would that be? Going up to the manor, coming out of the sewers? That would be tactical.
All right.
Not really. But yes, I know what you're saying.
Look, I'm trying not to yell at you again.
I can't believe I have to fucking police Quater, by the way.
I mean, yeah.
You're right on the south side.
All right. look, nothing needs to be black and white. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're 100% right.
There's TRT can function if they act like fucking cops. I mean, I think that's kind of the fucking big picture here. And I don't think it's necessarily TRT too, because for each one of these cases, they got like fucking hangarounds. You know what I mean? They're there for the pogs. And
you're saying TRT.
And I told Den,
right?
I told Den this yesterday. He's like, some of these guys aren't even TRT. I'm like, well, yeah, but then why you're bringing them with you? They are your responsibility. You can't just say they're not my responsibility. I didn't give them a fancy vest. You know?
Sorry, they're shooting people in the Southside right now.
Listen, you got this.
Okay, all right. Nino, I appreciate it. I do appreciate the direction. It does mean the world to me, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tell me it's a Blana.
It is.
Good.
Oh, no, it's not. It's Wade.
God damn it.
Do you need a ride somewhere?
No.
Oh, no. Okay, I'm going to go respond to this.
Hey, I got a good line for Den.
Yeah, what's that?
It's not policing if there's no investigation and just a fucking ping.
Okay, I'll let him know.